What's this week been like for you guys, Makira, trying to bounce back from the Michigan game?
This week has been really hard. I feel like, as everyone would expect, we expected it, and we know what we needed to do. So it was like either work hard or just don't even come, you know.
Is that self-imposed hard, or are you talking emotionally hard coming out of class?
It was definitely emotionally hard. The day like 2 days after, it was still pretty hard for us, but we talked it out. We got through it together as a team, and then we got straight to work.
Is the tape of a game like that a teaching tool, or is it more like, hey, flush it, don't even look at it?
No, we definitely needed to learn from it. It was horrendous watching it. Like, we couldn't even keep our eyes on the screen. It was just so bad. It didn't even look like us, but that's why we needed this week to really just lock into us and do our thing.
Kind of one of the leaders on this team. What do you kind of do, when you're coming off a tough performance, with the team? How do you kind of get them back to where you want them to be?
Well, for starters, I think all of us just individually, we needed to reflect and think about what we needed to do to impact the team. And then secondly, I guess for myself, I'd just say, like, I needed to reevaluate, lock in, and just work super hard, get back to, like, my roots.
What does that kind of look like for you individually? You want to work on and improve from that game?
I've been emphasizing and focusing on, like, film a lot. I guess just getting smarter, being more poised, and having a higher motor.
Was kind of lamented maybe these week-long breaks earlier in the season? Was this one maybe perfectly placed after that performance?
Honestly, it was perfectly placed because, right now we don't really have school. We just have a couple people finishing up finals. So, like, most of us have been here just working, hitting film and treatment a lot. So it's been a very beneficial week.
What's the biggest thing the film told you guys that you need to fix or improve on?
Honestly, our defense. We just need to get back to our roots and do what we do, and play, like, all five on a line on defense, if you know what that means.
I feel like for yourself, things are starting to get to where you want to be coming off of that injury. I mean, how do you kind of feel like you're progressing along there?
I feel like I am progressing each day. I think I'm the type that I get hard on myself, just like anybody who's competitive. So it was just about taking each day as it is, getting back in a rhythm, which is the most important thing in basketball, and just continuing to, like, learn and stuff every day.
What does it kind of mean? Sean has talked about just, maybe giving you videos, encouraging videos of plays that you made in the past. What's that kind of meant to you as you're going through this process, to have that encouragement from your coaches and your teammates as well?
It means so much. I mean, they've always done this, so it's not like it just started. This has been a regular thing all 4 years for me, but it's really meant a lot. Like, this whole week, Coach Green has been watching film with me. We had a really early practice this week, and we still got up, watched film, and, like, it directly translates for me.
Is that something that you've done in the past, or is that maybe something that you've been doing with Coach Green a little bit more recently, I guess?
I'd say, like, since we have so many, coaches and things like that, we each have our own specific coach. So I would usually just watch film and things like that with my position coach. But she's been out of town recruiting all week, so I was with Coach Green, and I really got to, like, just hear her perspective, obviously, as the head coach and things like that.
For those of us who aren't high-level athletes, like, how hard is that to get back in the game after you've missed a few and just get your feet back under you?
I'd say it's really hard. For me personally, in the aspect of basketball, is all about rhythm. So, like, I don't know if you all knew or not, but I had a concussion, so I was just, like, sitting on the couch and things like that, trying to just get my brain back right. So getting back in the rhythm, I mean, I kind of popped back into shape. Okay, like, it was hard, obviously, but it was mostly about that rhythm and just finding my groove again.
What did you see from your teammates while you were out that can be maybe have long-term benefits about them maybe stepping into different roles?
I'd say that when I was out, it allowed people to really come in and do what they had to do. We all know that when one man goes down, nothing really stops. You still have to keep the show going. So it was just cool to see how everybody, like, rose up to the occasion and things like that.
So you're going through that. I imagine there's restrictions. You're sitting on the couch. And are there points where you're like, I feel like I can be out there, I can do whatever, and doctors or whoever saying, no, not yet?
Honestly, no. I wasn't able to really do much. I mean, obviously towards the end, like, you start progressing into like running and things like that. But in the beginning stages, I was pretty much just chilling.
How much has talking been a point of emphasis this week? Just, especially for the leaders on this team. I feel like you guys had a lot of quiet leaders that maybe the Michigan game realized that's not going to work.
Yeah, it definitely won't work, and we definitely have been harping on it. It's been a huge emphasis, and the standard is if you don't talk, don't even come, because we need all 14 of us to talk, whether you're a leader or not.
You know, I guess you got cleared probably that week of the Notre Dame game. How many practices did you kind of have ahead of that game? Do you remember from what that week kind of looked like for you when you were fully cleared?
Two.
What I guess just, you know, as the kind of the catalyst of this team, you know, do you look forward to that role that you have? Or is there pressure that comes along with that? The defensive attention that you get?
Yeah, I look forward to it because I feel like my whole career, like, it's just where I'm supposed to be right now. Freshman year, growth year, learn year, sophomore year, kind of step into myself a little bit, still learning, still growing. Junior year when I came here, okay, now it's time to step into a new role. Senior year, I'm still in a leadership role, but it's even a newer role this year.
What did last year inform you about this Mizzou rivalry? What would that kind of teach you about what that is at Illinois?
Well, I was watching it from home, but the Mizzou rivalry, it's big time. I feel like I've picked up on the vibes just like over the years, even just kind of watching it before I even came here. So we know we have to come focused and we know what we have to do.